Is GDI still worth it in 2026, or is it just another outdated affiliate program that stopped working years ago? I was in this 20 years ago and got out of it, but a friend of mine showed me the Smart Rotator the other day, and I really want to tell you more about it. The truth is, GDI itself was never really the problem when I was in it. Most people fail back then and still do today because they join with no system, no momentum, or no real support team behind them. But in 2026, GDI made a change. Something different is happening. And growing the number of members are using something called the Smart Rotator. And it's changing how people build GDI. Today I'm going to break it down for you. What GDI is, why most people fail, how the Smart Rotator works, and whether this is realistic online income model in 2026. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about GDI and what they actually offer. Global Domains International has been around for, I'm guessing, 25 years. And the reason it survived this long is because the offer is simple. It's a $10 a month um, membership. They get a website, they get hosting, they get a domain name, they get email accounts, you get basic marketing tools, and access to a great affiliate compensation plan. The simplicity, basically, of all this is one that has the biggest advantages in a world filled with expensive high ticket programs, which you can see every day and probably open up your Gmail and get plenty of offers. GDI is different. They just keep it simple, low cost, beginner friendly. And I think that matters today in 2026. Um, this can be your $10 retirement plan. And, it costs no more than a Big Mac, a large fries, and a large drink. And that matters in 2026. People are becoming more skeptical of online business opportunities that require a lot of upfront investments. And a lot of people don't have the money for that, but they still want to have a way, an avenue to make money. And I really think GDI is that digital asset that you can have, a piece of the digital real estate. Now, here's the part most reviews avoid talking about. The problem with GDI usually is not the product. Okay, the problem is the lack of structure after somebody joins. And a lot of people sign up and they get their website, maybe post a few ads, and then nothing happens. I mean, they have no team, right? They have no traffic. They have no strategy, and they have no consistent visibility with what they just did. So they lose motivation, right? You never hear from them again. They quit, right? Trying to build it alone is difficult, especially when you're competing against people who already have systems and networks behind the scenes. So that is why so many people in 2026 are looking for a leverage system instead of trying to reinvent everything from scratch. Now, this is where the Smart Rotator comes in. I've got it here on the page. The Smart Rotator is genius. Instead of every member operating independently, the Smart Rotator creates more of an organized structure for team growth. And the concept is really simple. Members join GDI, the $10 a month plan, but instead of promoting alone, they become part of a shared co-op system, a positioning system. And as new members enter the system, placements are distributed throughout the structure. It's genius. It creates more visibility, better momentum, more team activity, and more organized growth path. And let me be clear, this is not a guarantee income. It does not remove effort entirely. You have to do some work in this. You still need to stay active. You need to learn basic promotions, participate consistently. But compared to joining GDI with no structure at all, this gives members a much stronger starting position. The one reason this model is getting attention in 2026 is because people are just flat out exhausted of hype marketing. They're tired of expensive coach programs, constant product launches, constant product launches, complicated automation setups, overnight success promises. Smart Rotator takes quite a different approach. It focuses on simplicity, team structure, all right, long-term positioning, low monthly investment. For many people, this feels like gambling on a trend and more likely slow building a digital asset over time. But that is much more sustainable message in today's market, especially for beginners. So, does GDI still work? The answer is yes, but not the way most people think. Randomly throwing up ads and hoping for signups probably will not get you very far. But using GDI inside a structured system with team momentum changes the equation, and the Smart Rotator gives that to you. It's a clear path, it's shared momentum, provides better positioning, and a stronger long-term strategy. That does not mean instant riches. This is not get rich overnight, okay? There's no guarantees, once again. But it does mean people are no longer trying to build entirely on their own. And in affiliate marketing, that can make a massive difference. So if you want to learn more about how the Smart Rotator works in GDI, check the video after opting in here, and you will learn more about the team structure, the traffic system, and how new members are getting positioned. And if you found this review helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, let me know in your comments what you think about it. Do you think low cost recurring models like GDI still have a place in 2026? Hey, I do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.